Hello everyone, it's Christina. Welcome back. I wanted to show you a flip through and setup video for my standard size TN. I'm going to tell you why. It is because the inserts for an A5 are obviously, right, more expensive. And I didn't want to have a big like Astrology inside the A5 because it's just too large, like for my everyday planner. And I weighed the pros and the cons of like the cost of it, like how much it would be to like maintain that. And I just decided that it wasn't worth it for me. Financially, it wasn't worth it, and the size just kind of tipped the scale also, right? So I ordered this one. I do have a black Moterm traveler's notebook, and then I ordered this one from Chic Sparrow, and this is the Austin Cascade Drummond is what it says, and it's a narrow, just a regular standard narrow size, okay, is what it's called. And I keeping my paper in here because I can't even remember what the A5 was called that I ordered. But I am using that cover. It is actually right here. And I do have a full year and a half year Astrology inside of it. But I'm using this for journaling, and I'm using this for Bible study related things. So I am using it every day, but it's not my actual planner. So, and then I put my little teapot charm on this one. So I thought that was fun. So I wanted to do a super quick flip of this. Let me show you these. They got bent. But I think I have the other ones handy right here. I can show you the other colors. These are from Amazon. I will do my best to remember to link all the things. They're just page flags. But the cool thing is, that's annoying. The cool thing is that with a minute of drying, you can actually write on them. And I'll show you that in a second. You have to let it dry for a minute. But it doesn't write scratchy or anything like that. And I kind of liked the fact that you could write on them. So you could use the darker ones just to mark pages. We use these in our homeschool. That's the reason why I bought them. But I also do use them in my planner as well. So I got a set for homeschool, and then I got a set for me to use in my planner. And so what I was going to say was, for homeschooling, we use these in our books, our textbooks, workbooks, as well as our read alouds. We use them as well. So they're super cool to have all those fun colors, and anything to make things fun and interesting, to make it enjoyable, to where you want to do it, where you're excited about it. That's what I like, right? I do have my ideal week here. I am switching the order of our subjects and kind of how I'm doing our mornings and our evenings. And we are night owls, me and the girls, and so we kind of tend to stay up later, and then we're doing a later start, obviously, because we're sleeping, not going to bed till later. So there was a lot of years that I fought to make my kids go to bed at like 8 o'clock or whatever, and it's just not working for us. So we are going to bed much later, and that is working, but I'm having to switch some things around because of it, so which is all fine and well. I also got some of my papers cut down a little bit, my scrapbooking papers. I am going to cut down all of those A5 size scrapbook papers that I use, how I just kind of make notes on the backs of these, not on the die cuts obviously, but on the scrapbook papers. So I just have a couple of those handy right here just so I can grab them. And this first insert is, I'm pretty sure, Paper Penguin Co. Or maybe it's not. I don't see her. I was like, maybe I have it in backwards. I don't see her logo on there, and she usually stamps the back. So I'm not sure. but it is Tomio River paper. Anywho, this is kind of notes, brain dump to buy, just different things for homeschooling, things that I wanted to check out. I'm trying to plan like when I want to post videos, homeschool theme days, so like research and doing orders and admin stuff. When do I want to work on unit studies? And I also will write on here too to have an organizing day, a time block for that. And then that's pretty much open. I don't have any other things in there yet. And then this one, I'm pretty sure that these came from Amazon. And they're grid, as you can see. So this first one I'm using for homeschool planning. So this is what a week of homeschool planning looks like for me. And then I think I am going to go back. I don't know. I kind of like that layout a lot better because this is what I used this week. So I have lessons over here and grading, which I don't really need a grade on if I'm doing the lesson actually part, and then independent work and grading it. So I can kind of make sure that I'm recording that. Had a little bit of a rough start. I shared in my recent video that I'm going to be doing scripting for my daily pages. And Jenny at Planner Perfect is the founder of that concept and that planning method. And I am working through how to do that. This is acrylic paint on my pages here. So I struggled that week moving in, I think, into this size, and that scripting kind of got hung up on that just a little. But I did a little bit better. I'm getting there. And last night I made a note. What to do if your scripting changes, you know, your plan that you've created, what to do if that changes. And her videos are called Week in Review, and that's where she shows how she made the adjustments on her paper, because she doesn't mark things out, which I don't want to do that either. So I'm like, okay, what do I do if my days changes? So I'm going to be doing a separate, those are videos that are coming, but I kind of just wanted to show you kind of my setup and stuff in this one. But I did want to mention that because that is going to be a big part of this. And so I did a lot better yesterday. I'm still kind of trying to figure out, because Jenny does the time blocks on her pages as well. Because that's the whole point too. Like, you can't just do an order and then take 2 hours to shower and get ready, and then you don't have time to do your other things before lunch. Do you see what I mean? So you do have to kind of script the time in with the words. So I'm just kind of working through that, but I've kind of decorated a little bit of stickering and some paint to add texture to these pages and dimension to my book, because that's what I enjoy. I want to add some more color back here, but just kind of stickering. I like to add paint. That's my first choice because I just write over the top of it. Whereas a sticker and washi tape and things like that, you lose that space, right? So I'm trying to put a sticker because I do like them, but I would like to maybe do stickering afterwards. You know, at the end of the day, where I'm like, okay, I have enough room to add some stickers on here and I can still flip through my pages and enjoy it, you know. This one is for my 24 plan, basically. And I have just some notes written down here, some ideas and pages that I want to make on my website. And then I was working on a blog post for a video that I published on the channel already. So again, just added some paint to a handful of these pages and created a tracker in the middle to where I could see like where I'm at with the videos and indicate that process here. So it would go actually this way, like a checkbook actually, so I can just keep making a list of the videos there. And then this last one is a 12-month calendar. And then, and I haven't got to back plan, even though I wanted to. I haven't done that yet. And then in my reference section, I can show part of it. Menu, so themed days for that. Zoning, the same thing for cleaning. My color coding for homeschool. And then video ideas are back here. I don't know if I wanted them to be actually in this part. And then there's just dimensions and how I want my YouTube thumbnails, like things I need to have a quick reference. And there's just a hodgepodge of little stickers and scrapbook paper and things back there. So that is what I currently have. I did add another pen loop here to have in addition to this one. I usually carry either black and blue with me or a black and something else. Sometimes it's a fine liner and a regular like ballpoint. So just to have, you know, two different choices for things to write with. What's going to happen is that I think what is going to happen is I'm going to probably take these two books out and replace it with a half-year Stylology and cut it down, you know, the A5, and cut it down to standard. This isn't going to hold enough. I'm going to be having, again, it's that whole changing out your book too frequently, but I just don't know. I'm going to try it. It's this, I ordered another half year. It's on its way. I don't know if the half year Stylology is going to be too thick. I do like that paper a lot better than this paper. And I could do a, what is it, 120 or 160 page insert from Paper Penguin Co. for Tommy River paper. You know, that's an option as well. It's a little bit cheaper than an A5, but there's not a whole lot of difference, but every little bit helps, right? So I guess that's where I'm at, is with the dailies. I'm trying to experiment in this book and figure out, I mean, with scripting, what basically happens is you're putting your routines on there, you're putting your meals on there, you're journaling. I mean, it's basically, you know, making journaling notes, you know, at least a handful of sentences, right, on your page as you're writing out what happened, you know, and when you're making those changes, like, hey, we did this. It's basically having all portions of what I'm doing. It's like mini journaling sections, I guess, like you could say that, right? So I'm trying to figure out, because I am in a standard and I do write a little bit bigger, I think. But again, I really like having the grid for her school lessons, or her weekly planning for that. Just makes it a lot easier. So maybe I take this one out and use this one for school until it fills up, and I can just, you know, make a new tracker in another book. Or I can use that in here. I don't have to turn my stuff in for any of my school stuff. I mean, I don't want it to be like all crazy all over the place, you know. But I maybe I do want to keep the grid for that. But I definitely want lines, or like the Stylology lighter grid for my daily pages and, you know, scripting. So I like I said, I have the half year astrology coming, and I could order, this paper is just so much thinner. I mean, maybe that's what I do. Maybe I just get the larger inserts from Paper Penguin Co. But I can also check, I mean, I do really enjoy her inserts, but maybe I check on some other pricing on Etsy to see if there are some other options, because it's a more standard, right? It's a standard insert size, so it's not as limited as the A5 size was. I just don't like thick paper. This isn't terrible though. This paper isn't terrible, like, stupid thick. And even this is Paper Penguin Co. too. Her paper, see, there it is. Maybe I don't know why it's not on this book, on the cover, because I had to swore it's from her. But anyways, her 12-month thing isn't stupid thick either. I personally do not care for like the Erin Condren paper. It is so thick. And even Planner Perfect, the planner books that I ordered, I did not like that paper either. It's like Erin Condren paper. It's so thick. I do not like it. Especially when you're in a TN, you don't want to take up all that room, because then you can't add anything. You can't add tip-ins. You can't add stickers and washi tape and stuff, because your book will just get out of control, So those are some of my ideas right now, but I am loving this. This cover is, this leather is a lot thicker than the other one. But I still like it. I like the color a lot, and just really enjoying that part. And I just got these zebras. I have the purple ones like this. They're basically disposable fountain pens, and I really like this purple one, and so I ended up getting the black one. And yeah, they're super cool. I like them. They write really well, in my opinion. But I'm not like a crazy, fountain pen guru, so I don't know what I'm talking about. So there you have it, ladies. That's what I have so far. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear from you down below. Check the description box as well, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.